All right, how we doing, mathematicians? Mr. Carter right here, ready to do HomeLink 311. Go ahead and put your name on this if you haven't yet already. And let's begin. All right, so we're being asked to fill in the missing numbers on this number line. So you'll notice here that we're counting by hundredths. So if you go 100th, 200ths, 300ths, 400ths, 500ths, 600ths, 700ths, 800ths, it'll work. So that's what I'm going to do. So we've got 0.02, which is 200ths, 300ths, 0.04 is 400ths, 0.05 is 500ths, 0.06 is 600ths, and 0.07 is 700ths, and then we go to 800ths right here at the end. All right, our next number line, we're counting by tenths. So we're going to go, we have 7 tenths, so we're going to go 0.8, that would make 8 tenths. 0.9 is 9 tenths. So then after 9 tenths, we know is 10 tenths, which is 1 whole. So we're going to have 1.0, and then we're going to have 1 and 1/10. And you remember that word and represents a decimal point. So we're going to have 1 and 2 tenths, 1 and 3 tenths, 1 and 4 tenths, and then over here we have 1 and 5 tenths. Follow directions on the ruler below. So for this, I'm going to direct you down here at number 8 because it'll help you out with 3 through 6. So for this, you need to know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters, and 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So if we're looking at 3, it's asking us to make a dot at 7 centimeters. All right, so we don't need to do any converting here because this is, our ruler is measured in centimeters. So we have to make a dot at 7 centimeters and label it with A. So you're going to put a dot right here at the 7 and label it with the letter A. Now it's asking you to make a dot at 90 millimeters and label it with the letter B. So if we know that 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters, we know that 9 centimeters would be 90 millimeters. So if we're looking at our ruler, 9 centimeters is right here. So we're going to make a dot at 9 centimeters and label it with the letter B. Now we got to work with meters because they're asking us to make a dot at 13 hundredths of a meter and label it with the letter C. Well, if I know that 1 meter is 100 centimeters, so right now we have, these are, if we would picture one big meter stick, each centimeter would be 1/100th of that whole meter. So this would be 1/100th, 2/100ths, 3/100ths. So if we're looking for 13 hundredths of a meter, we'd go all the way to the 13 centimeter point, because that would be 13 hundredths of a meter. And we're going to label that with the letter C. So same conversion here. We need to make a dot at 6 hundredths of a meter and label it with the letter D. So again, if we know that each of these is 1/100th of a meter, we know that 6 centimeters would be 6 hundredths of that big meter. So we've got to put a dot at the letter number 6 centimeters and label it with the letter D. All right, so now for 7, we're being asked to compare these decimals. So if we have 1 and 2 tenths, and we're comparing it to 12 hundredths, we know for sure that 1 and 2 tenths is greater than 12 hundredths because, first of all, we have a whole number here. That would be 1 whole and 2 tenths, versus here we only have 12 hundredths. So now if we're looking at 3 tenths and 38 hundredths, we would need to add a placeholder here to this side to make it, instead of 3 tenths, you can say that it's 30 hundredths. So now that makes it a little easier to compare. So if you're going 30 hundredths to 38 hundredths, you know that 30 hundredths would be less than 38 hundredths. And same thing here, well, not really the same thing, but if you're looking at 80 hundredths versus 8 hundredths, you know that the 80 hundredths would be a lot larger than 8 hundredths. So now we're being asked to fill in this chart, and we know that 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So 100 centimeters is 1 meter, which is up here. So now if we're having 5 meters, we need to know we know that each meter is 100, so that would mean we would have 500 centimeters to equal 5 meters. So now if we have 1,000 centimeters, we know that would equal 10. Because to go, if you've noticed, if you're going this way, you're going times 100. You're going from the meters to centimeters. So 1 meter, 1 times 100 is 100. 5 times 100 is 500. So now if we go 10 times 100, we get 1,000. So now if we're asking what times 100 is 6,000, that would be 60. Okay. So now we have 1 centimeter, and we know that 1 centimeter is 1/100th of a meter. So this here is 3/100ths. That means it would be 3 centimeters. And again, if you're thinking about this ruler that we used up here, and each number, each centimeter would be 1/100th of a larger meter, we know that 3 would only be 3/100ths. And same here, 6/100ths of that really large meter would be 6 centimeters. Now if we had 40 centimeters, we know that it would be 40/100ths. Okay, so now down to our practice. We have some addition and subtraction review. So I'm going to do 9 and 11, and I'll have you do 10 and 12 on your own. So 9 was 6,366 plus 7,565. So if we go 5 plus 6, got 11, carry the 1. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 6 is 13, carry the 1. 3 and 1 is 4, plus 5 is 9, and we don't need to carry anything there. And 6 plus 7 is 13. So our answer is 13,931. So I'm going to transfer that answer over. 13,931. And now we're subtracting for number 11. 5 take away 6. You're not able to do, so we need to trade. So we're going to take that 2, trade one of them, leave us with 1. Now we have 15 ones. 15 take away 6 is 9. 1 take away 5, we're not able to do that, so we've got to trade again. We're going to trade for the hundreds, make that a 2. Add 10 tens to the one we already have, so that would be 11. 11 take away 5 is 6. 2 take away 7. We're not able to do that, so we've got to trade again. Make that 8. We're going to add 10 hundreds to the 2 hundreds that we already have. That would make it 12. 12 take away 7 is 5. And 8 take away 7 is 1. So our answer is 1,569. I'm going to transfer my answer over. 1,569. All right, that'll do it for this evening. If you have questions, you can always come see me. Hope this was helpful. Take care.